So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our last of the 7 planetary conjunction video, because today I'm going to be covering the conjunction of Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Rahu, and also I will show about Ketu as well. And as always, if you do not know, if you have this planetary conjunction, which is going to be very rare, or how your other astrological details are, for that check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, consultations, and look into my academy, Maga Vedic Astrology Academy, where I'm currently almost done with my Dasha lessons, taught all the secrets of Nakshatras, and obviously my next course on this academy will be Planets Through Nakshatras, sometime in the beginning of next year. But anyway, when you have this 7 planetary conjunction, here now you don't have to deal with the sun. You don't have to deal with the fact that the planets will be combust. Okay? But one thing that happens, okay, with both Rahu and Ketu, that's why I'm including this, one can definitely have a very disturbed mind. One can deal with a lot of psychological issues with this particular conjunction. One will feel either abandoned by the mother, or the mother will have certain situations where they would not be able to give the time to the individual. Because you got to understand, here you have 4 very malefic planets. You've got Ketu or Rahu, which are conjunct, which are nodes. Then you have Saturn and Mars, and then Mercury will behave mostly like malefic planets. Now, the other thing you also have to see is that, is the moon waxing or waning? If it's a waning moon, it's going to disturb the mind quite a bit. Yet, one thing I'll tell you with waning moon people have the ability to make more money. They somehow are able to make money and control money. But a waxing moon usually always finds support. See, what happens with waning moon doesn't tend to find support, because it's a moon which has been just punished by the father of all the 27 nakshatra daughters. I forgot the name of the individual. So moon feels embarrassed. Moon feels like it has been humiliated and insulted, while a waxing moon is actually performing the task and doing the things which will ultimately lead to its waning. And that's the difference. And usually with waning moon, a person tends to develop self-confidence later in life, where a waxing moon will always be like, hey, I know things and that's why I am confident. But a waning moon greatly helps with astrological knowledge, occult mystical knowledge. And usually if a waxing moon is very close to the sun, that also helps. And in this particular scenario, one of the biggest mental hurdles that a person deals with is relationships. Now, if Ketu is conjunct in this particular conjunction, okay, then definitely one deals with more frustration of separation with the loved ones and relationships. If Rahu is there, one has too many expectations in a relationship and they overblow their own mind. Oh, this person has to be this and this person has to be that. So they kind of either create a balloon of fantasy in their own head with Rahu, and they become very passionate, very sexual with Rahu. And with Ketu, they feel more rejected. They feel more separated and being forced to be separated from that element. And Ketu can actually then lead to certain mental disturbance where a person may take negative actions in their life. That will depend upon which house this is creating in. Always, if you notice this conjunction in 4th and 10th house, you bet there's going to be some damaging psychological issues. And if, let's say, Sun is in a particular position where the soul, the commander, the king, is giving certain directions to all the other planets to do something, they'll do that. But with Rahu, one can have an overblown, unproportioned ego towards how their relationships need to be, how their intelligence needs to be. And this is a very technical conjunction too. Like usually you'll take people into information technology, robotics, or going into accounting and statistics. But the thing is, it's a very rare conjunction to have. Very rare conjunction to have. Okay, and especially after this, I don't think I'm going to do 8 planetary conjunction, because that's never ever happened unless you know of a date where all the 8 planets are conjunct. I'll make it, but so far I don't think so. And also, if you think I missed a conjunction, which I know I have, like 4 or 5, just remind me on this video, and then I will cover them probably next week or so. But I know since this series is done of conjunctions, what is next? Well, obviously many of you will be like, oh, planets through ascendants. Well, yes, it's going to come in, but it's going to come in as a course, because there's a lot more understanding that needs to go into just me telling, well, Rahu or like Mars and Purva Bhadrapada will do this versus Sun. No, there's a synchronized event that takes place. There's a synchronized chakra that happens, which cannot be just done with a single planetary placement of that. That's why I actually even stopped. I'm like, when it comes to nakshatras, one nakshatra will behave by counteracting with the other nakshatra. Like, for example, Kritika and Ashlesha, if it's present in your chart, especially with Sun, Moon, or Jupiter, person will be an environmentalist. They will fight for the forest. They will fight for the living things on this planet. They will become, those PETA activists or tree huggers. And this is how it works. So anyway, guys, we will see you tomorrow with another with our plans through ascendant. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. If you want to know where your planets are placed, all your other planetary details, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.